This is an Icon Ministry production with the support of our ministry partners and donors.
A few weeks ago, I came back from a holiday. I got to spend some time in quiet, in stillness. I was joined by a friend on this holiday, but I began this holiday on New Year's Eve, where I went to the mountains in Vietnam. Now, I was supposed to be with a group of friends, but one thing after another, things got cancelled and moved, and I ended up by myself. I was frustrated. I was a bit disappointed because I thought, man, is this how we're going to start the year, with disappointments, with bad things happening? You know, it can get a little bit negative. But I thought about it and I stopped and I thought, wow, what a wonderful opportunity. I'm here alone in the mountains in Vietnam. I'm going to take this opportunity to be still. Kind of like Jesus, you know, before he began his ministry, before he began something great and something big, he went out into the desert, into the stillness and the silence by himself to listen to the voice of God. Now, I wanted a holiday. To be honest, I just wanted to relax by a pool or in the mountains. I didn't want to spend time on retreat. But I felt convicted to do so. So New Year's Eve, I made a conscious decision to go on retreat for 3 days. And I went into silence, into stillness. I took my Bible. I started to read. I started to pray. I spent New Year's Eve alone in prayer. And then New Year's Day and the day after that. And it was just so wonderful, such a blessing. And I was filled with so much rest and excitement for the rest of my holiday, but also for the rest of the year. I'm excited about 2026 because I know that it starts with God, it ends with God. And God has a plan for me, has a plan for you. And when I was able to stop and to listen to that, I'm excited that I get to carry it throughout the year, into the year. This is what Jesus did. He went into the desert for 40 days, 40 nights in stillness and silence. And here in the gospel this week, we hear of him beginning this ministry, going out and proclaiming the gospel, making a conscious decision to be the mouthpiece of God. But what does it mean to be a mouthpiece of God? It means to listen to the voice of God and to speak out loud what you hear in silence. How many of us are so busy that we don't spend time listening and we just shout and we just talk and we preach? Even as priests, we talk about things and we end up saying literally rubbish because we have nothing to say because we haven't spent time listening. And so how important it is for us to stop, to listen in silence and stillness. Catholic tradition is full. If you look at the lives of the saints, the fathers of the church, they all spent time and talked a lot about the importance of silence because this is our responsibility as a married man, as a married woman, as someone who's preparing for marriage, as someone who's single life or whatever it is. Your responsibility is to listen in silence, to be a mouthpiece of God, to be a messenger of God, of peace, of love, and of light. But it begins with listening. Who are you listening to? What are you listening to? Are you so busy that you don't even listen, that you're going into 2026 full speed, 100 kilometers per hour, but with nothing to proclaim, nothing really to give, to deliver to this world? It should always start with silence. We need to make time for silence, away from our phones, away from the things of this world. 2026 is a year of grace, a year that the world needs to hear about Jesus. But make sure you have something to say. Make sure you have content to give. Make sure you're spending time in silence, because the world is tired of emptiness. It's tired of mediocrity. It's tired of things and ideas and subjectivity that we have in our mind. What the world really needs is the Holy Spirit, the voice of the Holy Spirit. And we hear his voice in stillness and in silence, as Jesus did. And our mission and our vocation is to shout aloud what we hear the Lord say in stillness and in silence.
This production is only made possible because of the generous support of Icon Ministry partners and donors. Please go to iconministry.com/support to make a donation.